Then I want you to imagine earning like big business, but participating as an individual. Also, I want you to imagine getting paid every single month when people pay their bills. That's the opportunity we have. That's what we're a part of, and that's why I'm so excited. Just imagine getting paid month after month after month. I mean, we pay our bills monthly, right? Mm-hmm. So why not get paid on our own bills, right?
That's right.
All right. Okay. You have to scroll down. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at our company. We have an established track record. We've been in business since 1993. So a lot of times we think of our business as a startup company, but we've been around since 93. I can't think of anything better to be a part of. We're not new and we're not old, right? So we've been around since 93. We're in 27 countries and 5 continents. We have over $4 billion in sales over the last 5 years and millions of customers acquired. We're the world's largest direct seller of telecommunications, energy, and other essential services. Now, I'll go over just a few of the services we have. Now, back in 1993, we only had one. Y'all know what that was, right? Everybody was fighting over long distance. That's hard to believe right now. You know, you ask the kids now, they're like, what's long distance? But yeah, so back then that's all we had. We have wireless service now, high-speed internet, bundle services, television services, energy, security and automation, payment processing, and identity theft protection. Now, if you look at this blue bar right here, these are all the companies that said, hey, you know what, we want to partner up with you guys because we can't get the customers that you can get because our business is strictly relationship marketing, okay? So with Flash Wireless, we have Verizon and Sprint. We have high-speed internet with AT&T Spectrum and Frontier. We have television services with DirecTV and Dish Network. We have energy services with Zoom. And my very favorite, security and automation with Vivint. And we have our payment processing company called Sphere and our very, very new product called IDC. Now, I'm going to talk about IDC for just a second. We are really, really excited about it because, can you scroll up just a little bit? Yeah. Because, take a look at what this says. Data breaches and cybercrime are the biggest threats facing consumers today. Why is that? Most people are doing their business online now. Okay? Criminals they can break into the mom and pop stores and things like that, but they have to figure out a way to get online and do this cybercrime. So now we protect our homes, we protect our cars. Now we got to protect ourselves. Okay? So ID Seal, or identity theft protection, we're on the front end of this thing. Most people don't believe right now that they need it. But if you take a look, over 145 million personal records were exposed or stolen in 2019 alone. That's what we know about. We don't know about all the other stuff. But this was just in 2019. And 85% of American families currently have no identity theft protection. But guess what? They're going to need it because it's going to become a necessity just like car insurance and homeowners insurance. So ID Seal provides industry-leading monitoring alerts and restoration services for us. Meaning, Curtis said the other day, he got a pop-up alert about, what was it? Your credit or something like that. It'll tell you if your credit's being compromised. It'll tell you if your banking information is being compromised. It will tell you if someone tries to buy something else in your name, you'll get an alert on your phone. If they can't contact you by phone, they'll send you a text, okay? So that's why we're really, really excited about this identity theft protection. It's going to become a necessity, and we're going to be positioned to be there when these people start needing this.
I was getting another car. And when I put the credit app in, remember to wreck the other car? So I was getting another car, I put the credit app in, the guy went around the corner to pull the credit, right? As soon as he pulled the credit, bing, on my phone said, somebody's looking at your credit right now.
Yeah.
Somebody's looking at your credit. I was like, whoa, I forgot I had this ID deal.
You know something else you want to
I said, whoa. I said, I'm in the car.
Oh, no, that's me.
Somebody looked at my credit.
So I know don't cross you like that. Just yesterday, I was talking with a millionaire, and he called me in his office, and was sitting down, and his wife said, guess what? Said, somebody hit our account, got in our business account, and they buying books at a college $2,100. And we were sitting there, and she said, wait a minute, the bank just called. Somebody got set up for a check to be cashed tomorrow for $5,000. She told the bank, don't cash that check, send it back wherever it came from. It gave me an opportunity to ask them, what do y'all have protecting y'all money and protecting y'all identity? He said, ain't got nothing. So he want me to come back and say, I'm talking.
Okay, that's excellent.
Good,
Yeah,
good,
people
excellent,
don't need
good,
this.
good.
Yeah, like water.
So it's happening.
Soon.
It's
It's
happening.
happening. It's definitely happening. My daughter works for DoorDash in California. And she said, Mama, I almost got scammed. I said, well, what happened? And she told me, it sounded complicated to me, but she has identity theft protection. So she's not really worried about, whatever they have going on. But DoorDash did have a breach last year. So she is aware of that. But I told her to just, keep an eye out. Another amazing thing about our company is this program we have called Project Feeding Kids. When someone gets on one of our services, when they pay their bill, a child gets fed. Isn't that fabulous?
For any of the services?
For any of the services. Yeah. I'm not sure what the in and outs are, but I know it's in your local area. A child gets fed. I think it's a wonderful, wonderful program. And I always look at these kids' faces, and I said, how can you pass up feeding one of these little kids right here? Especially this little girl right here. She's so cute. All right, we can go. So, to become an independent business owner with our company is a $199 startup fee and $25 a month for business and support. Now, for $199, just think about it. You get to open a business in 27 countries, in all the states. Isn't that fabulous?
It's awesome.
Yes, you get to open up a store and all the services I mentioned earlier. You have your very own store because you'll have your very own website, right? It's maintained daily by our company. We have the Compass app and other marketing tools. We have a back office. And if you have not had an opportunity to go in your back office, I was just talking about it this morning, there are so many things back there. Marketing things, like for all of the services that we have. Posters, flyers, whatever you need, we have it. The Compass app, where you have other people put it on their phones. You need to have it on your phone because all of the company's information is on that Compass app too. And all of your information. Complete business tracking and reporting and complete customer support. I like this right here because when someone has an issue or if someone has a question, we have complete customer support for everything. Okay? The complete business tracking and reporting, you'll never see anybody walking around with a bunch of papers in a suitcase because the company takes care of that for us too. So that $199 startup fee is nothing in comparison to if you had to go physically open a company in 27 countries, okay? Now this is how we earn monthly residual commissions. One way is by your customers. After you start your business, you want to sign up everything in your house, your phone, your electricity if possible, your cable services, your satellite services, whatever you have that you can sign up, go ahead and sign up because if you don't, you're just riding down the street throwing money out the window, okay? So you want to get paid on your own services. When you do this, you can make a 3% to 20% residual income on your customers alone, okay? And we're going to go through training and show you how that happens. Now, as you start building a team, those team members are going to do the exact same thing you did. They're going to sign up. They're going to get their customers. You also get paid on those customers. You get 4% residual income, what we call overriding residual income. And y'all, let me tell you, that's huge, okay?
Huge.
I'm not doing any income projections or anything like that, but mine now covers my car payment. So I'm really, really happy about that. Okay, so these are two ways we get paid. Another way is earned positions and customer acquisition bonuses. Now, as of January the 6th, the company just started this right here now. I'm telling you, this is not the company I signed up for when I first started 4 years ago.
Yeah.
This is not the company because when I started, I didn't get paid on personal or customer. I didn't get paid on them. I got them, but I didn't get paid on them. Now, when you get your first 3 services and 7 points, you get paid $75, okay? That may not sound like a lot, but if you were walking down the street and you saw $75 on the ground, trust and believe you're going to pick it up, okay? So $75, your first 3 services and 7 points. When you get to 5 services and 10 points, it's another $200. Then you have $200 for every additional 3 services and 6 points that you get. Y'all, that's amazing. And then, I mean, you can basically set up what you want to make per month on customers alone, okay? So if you have a house payment that's $600 a month, go out there and get 11 services and 22 points. That's your house payment. I mean, it's amazing, y'all. I'm sorry I keep saying that, but I just can't believe that. And we're going to go over that some more in training too. So another way we get paid is when you first get started, you're going to become what's called an IBO, okay, because you're an independent business owner now. When you get your first 7 points in 3 services, you become a CQ and you'll make $75, okay? On up the ladder to ETL, you do a few more things, and y'all look, the only things we do in this company is gather customers and show other people how to do it. That's it. Gather customers and show other people how to do it. And I mean, from doing the exact same 2 things, you can move on up the ladder. And I mean, SVP, really, I mean, this is good too. Yeah. You know, but for doing the exact same thing, sign up customers and show other people how to do it, you can move yourself on up to SVP. And I mean, that's when it starts getting wild, okay? Actually, it starts getting wild at RD. But, you know, you move yourself up and you can get up to the top of the ladder. Scroll up. All right, so what do you do next? Well, you start your own business. You enroll as an IBO. You pay that $199 plus $25. I think it's $224 when you first sign up, okay? You enroll as an IBO. Then you download the Compass app and you complete online learning. Then you schedule your first presentation. What kind of presentation? Well, we ask for what we call is a home meeting, okay? That's when you launch your business. That's when you tell your friends and your family what you're doing. Instead of just going from person to person to person, you have them all at your house at one time, and then you just let everybody know at one time what you're doing, and then you sign up the ones who want to be IBOs, or you sign up the ones who want to be your customers, okay? Then you acquire your customers and you earn those monthly customer bonuses we talked about. You attend local weekly trainings like we're doing right now. We have them here in Somerville from 10 to 12. We also have them in Orangeburg from 10 to 12. And I'm not sure if Columbia has theirs yet, but our goal is to have one pocketed in every area around Mount Pleasant, James Island, all those areas, so that we can have training everywhere. Then you want to register for the international training events. Our next one is going to be in Charlotte, the month of May. We're not sure of the date yet. But if you do absolutely nothing else, you want to be here, okay? Because this is where we learn a lot about our businesses. We have some very, very good trainers for 3 days. Some really, really good trainers that come in and teach us more about our company, about our business, okay? And I think that's it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is the presentation that you would do for your new people. We have all of these condensed to one sheet of paper. That sheet of paper you have right there, okay? And you just go box by box with your potential IBO, and it should only take you 10 minutes or less. And I absolutely love that piece of paper. There's a lot of information in there on one page. So that's part of my training. What else did you want?
I can take over
Okay.
for the next section. And then we'll bring it. So we got a mixture of people here.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's a mixture of people. We came into the business, and when we started all up, our first check was $13, and it took us 3 months to get it. Okay, but we were pumped to get that $13. That's residual income, and now that $13 turned into double. Her residual income doubled the other day. When it went to 4%, it jumped. You know, so yeah, if a person,
I went and looked to see where my deposit is going to be already.
Yeah.
It's a difference.
yeah, it's a difference. And so what we did, as your team grows and what you want your team to grow all around the world, we've got a couple of people here. Joshua, you got qualified, right?
Yes, sir.
So today they should be dumping that money over your account. So his first check is what, $75? He put 2 more customers in the system. 2 more customers in the system, and I'll cut him another check for $125. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
All right, now we converse. So his first 2 checks will be $200 versus our $13. That's not what we signed up to. Okay, and so we got a lot of things going on like that as it's growing through the system. I know you're looking at it for the second time. You know, taking a look at it, but It's just it's an opportunity. Now people are looking for opportunities. They're not looking for them as hard as they should be. Let me tell you why. I'm gonna give you a little historical stuff. Okay, the economy every 6 years, every 6.5 years, our economy, good, bad, or ugly, goes through a recession. It goes through one every 6.5 years. It always has, except the last 10 years. We came out of the financial crisis in 2007-8. From 2010 all the way to 2020, just this year right here, has not been a recession. We're scheduled for one around 2016, but 2010 is when it caught traction. It's around 2016, always be a recession. We got a new president. He dropped the income taxes on the wealthy. They went out and spent some more money, and so it pulled on through another 3 or 4 years. But we know, what do we know?
It's coming.
We know it was coming because it always has. Always has. When the next one comes, guess what? Everybody got their second, people working 2 and 3 jobs. When everybody worked their second job, the second job died. Sometimes the first job died before the second job did. You got the little job and you get the big job.
Yeah.
It's bad when the big job dies before the little one do, and then you're in a snack. What happening then is you're going to see a horde of people. Now, y'all never seen this before. I have. You're going to see a horde of people looking at what to do next. Right? Your job, should you decide to accept it, and I'm going to show you this right here. I'm going to make it as simple as possible. I already showed it to you a second ago. I just want to make sure you get it, okay? Because this is what people do. You got to work. You got to dig a well when you're what?
Right.
You got
When you're not thirsty.
when you're not thirsty.
Not thirsty.
People tend to want to dig when they're what?
Thirsty.
That's just the nature of humans. Don't try to fix it. Don't try to fix it. The nature of humans is when things are bad, then they'll do what they got to go do. When things are good,
I'm okay.
I'm good.
I'm okay.
What did it tell you? What did it tell you, Joshua? I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good. What did it tell Renee? You want to take a look at business? Renee, I'm good. Rochelle, you want to take a look at a new way of making some money? Rachel, you want to look at a way of making some money? I'm good. Mike, you want to make? I'm good.
All right.
Yeah, that's just the nature of humans. We don't. Then when things get bad, we get the shovel because we need some water.
Mm-hmm.
We get the shovel and we be trying to dig, looking for some water, to dig a well. And just because we're thirsty, that's when you can't find the water. It's just the craziest thing. It's just the craziest thing. So what you're doing now, all of us in the room here, what we're doing is actually digging before we get thirsty. Because they're coming. Okay, I was in a company, the explosion that happened was so huge. There was about a set of reps that were working the business. Les and I were in it together. There was a set of reps that were working the business. They were doing the network marketing business. And they were making okay, $500 a month, $500 a week, $850 a week, $400 a week, doing that right there. And then all of a sudden, the economy did this. That 6.5 year period, now we're going to have a tough one because we haven't had one so long. And this is the first decade since they started measuring this in 1914. They started measuring, the economy. This is the first decade that we haven't had a what?
That's right.
We've always had a recession. Every decade we had a recession, roughly 6.5 years apart. Right? This is the first one. So if it's the first recession, what do you think is going to happen? It's going to be bad. Plus the bullets out of the guns. I'm going to talk a little bit macro politics. You know what's something called the interest rates? The Feds drop the interest rates every time the economy's going bad, they drop the interest rates. And the reason they drop the interest rates is they're trying to give businesses more money, cheaper money, so that they can do what?
Buy more.
They can go buy capital and get things going again. Y'all, does that make sense to everybody? Okay, so as the interest rate, they usually drop the interest rate. But now this time, this recession, the interest rate's already dropped.
Ain't got nowhere to go.
They ain't got nowhere to go. There ain't no bullets in the gun.
That's right.
So when that happens, now we're ahead of them. We're probably 6 months, a year ahead of them. Your job, should you decide to do it, y'all know Mission Impossible? Dun, 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 dun. Your job, should you decide to do it, is to get as far as you can from here Congratulations, Josh, you are
Yes,
now
sir.
CQ. Did they
Thank
tell
you.
you? Did they
Mm-hmm.
email you?
I got the notification this
You got the
morning.
notification,
Yes,
right?
sir.
They said you're a CQ. So Josh is a CQ.
Pleasure.
When you first come into a business, you're an IBO. You're an independent business owner. So everybody's an independent business owner. In order to get paid, you got to be a what? CQ. You can, if I came into the business right now and I was an IBO and I signed a Rachel in Manning, Columbia, Charleston, New York, Maine, I put all y'all in the business. You take off and you crank that business up because you work in your business, right? You're a CQ and you crank up your business. You're a CQ and you crank up your business. You're a CQ, you crank up your business. You're a CQ, you crank up your business. You're a CQ, you crank up your business. And I'm sitting back, I got 400 reps in here. I ain't seen no money.
Don't have any customers.
I don't have any customers.
Get qualified.
I did not do what?
Get qualified.
Get customer qualified. Because you signed up on LaQuavius, I think. Under LaQuavius. LaQuavius was not customer qualified. Well, LaQuavius was supposed to get paid. But he wasn't customer qualified. Now, I'm going to take something out of your mind, right? The reason they do that, if they paid me and I wasn't customer qualified, but I had all the reps in, that would be a pyramid.
Right.
When somebody says pyramid, that's one of those pyramid things. There are those pyramid things running around. And they will mess up your mind and they'll mess up the people that are around because they don't understand. The federal government in 1963 and 1964 said the way you determine if it's a pyramid or not is if there's a product or service that went to the public. That's why we're still legal. If there was no product
That's right.
or no service, like I got in, y'all blowing up out there, right? How much money I made? Because the product and the service. Got me? That's the difference between a pyramid and something else. And it's good to know that. Now, they got videos on here to show you that, but I want you to understand that. So your job is to get from here. What's your next promotion, Josh?
ETO.
Okay. Les, what's your next promotion? RD.
RD.
Your job, as crazy as it is right now about people working, remember nobody want to dig because they're not thirsty. When the economy flips, these people are here. She'll see in her business group, 400 people hit this month. If 100 people hit her business group this month, and she was one of these, if 100 people hit her business group and she was one of these, what would she make that month?
15,000.
If they all got customers, she made $15,000 that month. 100 people hit this organization here, right? She made $5,000. 100 people hit this organization.